If you're still planning your menu for Thanksgiving dinner, we have some ideas for you.
Yeah, this morning we were looking at options when it comes to embracing fall wines for Thanksgiving. This morning we are joined by wine expert Nikki Erpelding from Top 10 Liquors. Hello, Nikki. Thanks for being here.
Hi, thanks for having me.
We just talked about pies, and now we're talking about wine.
We've moved on.
This is a good show to be a part of, isn't it?
Yes.
First, let's start this left to right? We are going with a Pinot Noir.
Yes, Pinot Noir. So this is really... Yeah, you can say it either way.
Okay.
That's fine.
I like the fancy way, though.
It sounds better.
So we have a holiday guide coming out next week. If you shop at Top 10 Liquors or if you read our blog, that'll be on our blog next week. So I chose everything from that piece.
Okay.
So this, and they're all great. Pinot Noir is a go-to of mine for turkey.
Okay.
It goes great with turkey. It actually goes great with salmon. It goes great with beef, but this producer, COVE, outstanding. We have a great sale going on this wine too. It's around $25 for a Willamette Pinot Noir. It's excellent. So think of raspberries, cherries, strawberries. Yeah, nice.
What makes a wine fall or like fitting for this time of year?
Yeah, that's a good question. So this one kind of has that element of baking spice in it too. So yeah, it really, it warms you. It's like wearing some cashmere, right? It's nice and supple, nice and soft.
I can't afford cashmere, but maybe I can afford that bottle of wine.
Yes.
Maybe. Next up, now we're speaking my wine love language, Riesling.
Yes.
Sweet white.
Yes, so this is Riesling from the Rheingau, LIETZ. It is really lightly sweet. It's not super sweet, not overly cloying, and again goes great with turkey. And also, a lot of people are doing the charcuterie boards and cheese boards, and this is always my go-to for like a cheese board, a grazing board. Lovely. So you can start out with this or just transition right to the turkey with this.
Sure, it's easy. It's an easy drink kind of thing.
Yes.
Next up, is this a sparkling wine?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Poppin' bottles.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we have here?
So this is a Gerard Bertrand. This is Cremant de Limoux. So this is...
You should have had us try to say those first, and then you say it the right way, because that would have been really fun.
Yeah.
It is always fun, right? That's the language of wine, and pronunciation is something we all have to overcome. But Cremant de Limoux, so from the Languedoc, southern France. The grapes in here are similar to a Champagne, and it is made in a similar way too.
Okay.
So this is Chardonnay, a little bit of Pinot Noir, and a little bit of Chenin Blanc as well. So it is dry style, but it is really pretty. There's floral to it, citrus, a little toast, and yeah, just very festive, right? So we are toasting this year to all sorts of things, right?
Sure.
And then you can add, a mixer to it if you want to, right? So you can start out with it, toast with it, cocktail with it.
Orange juice?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. She was like, I was thinking to a little bit higher class, but yes, yes.
Or cranberry,
Okay, that's better. Yeah, I'm a brunch girl, so that's where I go. Okay, what do we have up next here?
So another one of my favorite, I've been to the winery. This is from the Veneto. This is ZENATO Lugana. And it is the grape, Trebbiano di Lugana, is actually grown on the southern shores of Lake Garda. So gorgeous area in northern Italy.
Okay.
Thank you. I didn't know, but I just assumed everyone else must have known.
Yeah. So one of my favorite places to visit. And this is a beautiful wine with peaches and a little bit of floral and citrus, and it it goes with anything, but again, poultry is a really good, and seafood too, as you can imagine, sitting there on the shores of Lake Garda eating some seafood. You could also do seafood with this.
That sounds
You don't
lovely.
really have to say a lot when you just go, oh,
I know.
It's like, you know what it is. You know what it is.
She's feeling that one.
Next up, we've got.
No, wait, hold on. Kelly, you pronounce this one. It's right here.
Chateau Bouillance Robe Bordeaux.
Close.
Okay.
Close.
Okay.
So how far out am I?
So this is Chateau Pouillanche.
Okay. Yep, not that.
So this is from the Côte de France. Basically it's the kind of less pretentious side of Bordeaux, right? So we've got in the Côte de France is in the northeastern side of Bordeaux, and it's more it's rolling hills and little farmhouses, and it's not the big gigantic chateau that are, you know,
Sure, yeah.
super expensive.
Sure.
So
Okay.
this is very reasonable, under $20, and it's mainly Merlot and some Cabernet Sauvignon. But, you know, people are having roasts, right? Roasts and pot roast or beef, and that's going to go really, really well with this. And the grazing boards, too.
Sure, kind of heartier meals.
Yeah.
That goes with that. Okay.
So we should lighten it up then for the next one, right?
Okay,
Here we
we'll
go.
lighten it up.
What do we got? Sauvignon Blanc.
That looks like a dessert wine, right?
it is
Chateau
dessert
de
wine.
Reine Vignau.
You nailed
Pretty
it.
close.
You nailed it.
So this is actually a Sauternes. So it's a sweet wine from Bordeaux, and it's my favorite to pair with holiday pies or desserts or even brunchy things. You
Okay,
know, it's
yeah.
so it is sweet, but it does have an acidic lift, so it's not cloying. It's actually very refreshing. It is when you're pairing desserts, you want the dessert wine to be sweeter than the dessert. Because you don't want, because what will happen is it will tend to be a little bit bitter if the wine is dry and the food is sweet. So we do want to pair it. And this is just a beautiful, elegant Sauternes from Bordeaux.
How would you say it?
Chateau Reine from, so this is Sauternes, and this is a Grand Cru Classé.
No matter how many times I practice that, I think I'd butcher it over
quickly.
and over again.
Quickly, we've done stories about kind of a shortage or just obviously just supply chain. You said you guys are definitely noticing it. Just you might have to alter. If you had a specific wine on the list, you might have to do something else, or you might only get one bottle versus 2 or 3 kind of thing, right?
Well, or you can get 6 bottles. We have 6 packs.
Sure.
But yeah, it may not be your go-to wine. That might be out on the shelf. Yes, there are shortages, supply chain issues. Our stores are packed for you. I can tell you the deliveries yesterday were huge.
Okay.
So we are packed for the holidays with great prices, great selection, and amazing service. So going into our stores, what you're going to find is experts.
Yeah.
Right? So we have wine leads,
Like you.
spirit leads, beer leads, and they're all here to help you find that alternative.
Perfect.
And language experts. Nikki, thanks so much.
yeah.
I need a
Appreciate
little help
it.
with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Thank you.
For more suggestions, you can check out top10liquors.com.